people outside of the college. But the level of coordination, you need one person to say yes or no. That's why we have this. It is one college. If the university wants to achieve the goals that it charged the Committee on Strategic Organization to reach, if you really want it, you need a College of Arts and Sciences, a single, unified College of Arts and Sciences.
I'd like to interject one point before we move to Barbara, who asked to speak next, and then Ruth and this student. We did send an email to Dr. Jacobs after the leadership meeting, because in that meeting he was asked about the state of dean searches, including the dean search for our college. He replied at the leadership meeting that that would probably start in the fall. When he was asked if that could be moved up to start composing the search committee and the job description, he indicated that perhaps that was possible to consider. I wrote a follow-up email, and in his response, he said that we would need to see how far we go with reorganization, or what we do with reorganization, before doing the dean search. And I just wanted you to know that. So next, Barbara, Ruth, and Sue. We'll give it to her. Okay, in that case, can we let Rosalind speak first then, because she has to leave, and then I'll come back to Barbara. Yep.
Thanks. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Rosalind. I'll be a junior this fall in the College of Arts and Sciences. My major is psychology. As I listen to all of you speak, I hear all of you saying that students are suffering. I'll be honest. I kind of skimmed through it, and I get that the college is going to be divided, the offices are going to be divided. I think right now we all can agree that a divided college isn't going to work. It's not going to win. We need to be strong, and we need to be together. We need to be serving our students. I know as a student leader on campus, that's my motivation, is to serve our students and to make sure that they're having the best fun time they can through all the programming and stuff that we have here. So that's what I really would like to see, and I know that as a student, we trust you as faculty members, we trust you as the deans and the associate deans of our colleges to have our best interests in mind and to protect the things that are important to us, our education. That's what we're paying here to be, or paying for to be here. So I just ask that when you guys are making these decisions, and I really wish Dr. Jacobs was here to see all of you guys discussing this and to hear your opinions and your thoughts, but I know Dr. Milliken will have it covered, right? So I just hope that, when you guys are making these decisions, that you really do have our best interests in mind. And the guy back there that said OSU just united all of their colleges to be like Arts and Sciences, that they are a college or a university of excellence in Ohio. We already have our college united in Arts and Sciences. So I hope that we can keep it that way. And I think that's all I have to say. But I just really hope you guys keep our best interests in mind and fight for what's right.
Thank you. That's really brave of you to come here and speak in front of everybody. Two things that I wanted to bring up, and something that is of great concern to me personally is the speed at which both these documents have been produced. I understand sometimes the need for speed, but what concerns me is that broad brush strokes are lovely, and you can paint a house much more quickly with them. It gets really sloppy. It gets really, really sloppy. And so the things that we're talking about, and I will expand on some of these points, while they may be in the back of our heads, and in the back of the drafters of these two documents' heads, neither document really can, because of the speed at which they've been produced, cross all those T's and dot all those I's. And that is very frightening to me, because it comes out as these big kind of events, and it would be lovely on a billboard somewhere, but it really doesn't say what is excellence, what is specifically wrong, what must we achieve. And coming down from that point, I wanted to talk a little bit about faculty. I was not hired as an administrator. I was hired as a teacher. I was hired because of my research, my history as an artist. And I have found in the time that I've been here that the amount of time that I can spend making my work and being a self-promoter and applying to exhibitions and paying for a studio out of my own pocket, okay, there is no space for me to work here. I have no lab space to work here. My research does not garner cash in my pocket or my department's pocket. I pay for all of that. I just shipped work to a show in Chicago. I paid to apply to the exhibition. I paid to manufacture the work, and I paid to ship it out. I pay, if it doesn't sell, to return the work to me. Okay? So that's right off the top of my bloated salary. Okay? So I spend hours shipping, packing, etc. There has been a push to encourage us who are at first assistant and then associate faculty members to move on to full. There was a push by our former provost to have us do that. And Mike knows this because I met with him. There were issues when the equality and the pay scale was looked at a number of years ago, and I actually did rebut the report, and I was told that the formula was somewhat flawed and could not take into account everything. If I've misspoken, please tell me. So I've got diminishing resources within my department to help me teach, because now I am loaded with more and more administrative tasks that I must do. I'm not being paid, in my opinion, equal to some other faculty member, and I did grieve that, not grieve it officially, but spoke with Harvey Wolf and a bunch of other people, got a statistician to look at the numbers, all to no avail. Now, I've got this push to go to full. I got to be a good teacher because honestly, it's what keeps me going. I love my students, so much so that I dumpster dive to get them supplies because there is a tax on their lab fees, which is a sin in my opinion. So I have in the back of my mind, I got to be an art star because that's what the university wants me to be. But oh yeah, I now have not been told, my department hasn't been told until now, what our budget is. I am not a 12-month faculty member, but I am now having to write, I'm sorry, I'm so fatutzed, ads for part-time instructors now. Today is July 16th. I should be in my studio so that I can lead my students by my example. But I am now figuring out part-time budgets. Okay? We are encouraged to do our research over the summer if we are not full-time administrators. And yet that's not what I'm able to do because there's so much administrative stuff and our staff has been diminished. In our office, we are also searching for a VAP because they can only stay a certain amount of time and then they gotta go. We have to get the best, most committed people who are going to be a good fit. I've logged my hours. I'm not being paid for any of that time. And neither am I in my studio. And I am beyond frustrated. So if Ruth has periods of tearing out her hair,